Coming to you live from the rinks in Oppog, you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Ryan Branigan going to be taking you through the second of three here on the north side. This one also from the freshman division. We see St. Anthony taking on Longwood. And for the Friars, they saw in that last game ESM defeat Pat Med 9-0, which means ESM, for the moment, surpassed the Friars in the standings, moving from 5th to 4th. So the Friars, therefore, dropping from 4th place to 5th place. However, they have, as it stands now, 2 games in hand on the ESM Sharks. That'll become 1 game after this one concludes. And if the Friars get a win, 2 points, they will be once again tied with ESM, but they have the tiebreaker, that 9-2 victory against ESM earlier in the season. That'll put them back into 4th place. And for the Friars, it's been a number of players having good seasons, getting it done. The depth really on full display. Dylan Schlick, though, leading the way in 12 games, has 18 goals, 4 assists for 22 points. After Schlicht, there are 5 players within 4 points of each other. Reeve Chero has 10 in 9 games played. Jake DeAndrea has 11 in 11 games played. Liam Becker has 12 and 8. And Cooper Ferrara, 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 points in 12 games played to this point for the Friars. In net tonight, and one of the big difference makers for Longwood is their goaltending, and between the pipes will be Mark Nocerino. On the other end of things, both goaltenders suited up tonight for the Friars, those being Peter Frankaitis and Michael Elko, wearing 39 and 40 respectively. See who gets the goal. The go in goal for St. Anthony. Coming into the game today, St. Anthony, a 7-1 victory against West Islip, a forfeit victory against Pat Med. He also has a forfeit loss against Smithtown Hauppauge Freshman Blue on the 18th of January. A 10-2 victory against Connecticut Sayville, and 9-2, as I mentioned, big victory against ESM on December the 20th. For Longwood, they're winless in 4 straight. Ward Melville, they fell 3-0 on January the 20th. 7-1 against Middle Country, 8-1 against East Islip. And most recently, a 12-2 shellacking to KPC on February the 17th, as we are underway in this one. Wasting no time getting things going are the Friars, and Muller pull it through in front of the net, chopped that to the blue line, and scoring! From the blue line, it is 1-0 for the Friars. Taking the shot from the point, Camastro. And Camastro will get the goal. And for Camastro, his second of the season. Wasting no time trying to get another up on the board are the Friars. Down low it goes. DeAndrea on his stick. Backhands one to the front of the net. Shut down by Nocerino. Still loose out in front. Here's Duep. And Duep will skate it to the neutral zone. Tries to poke it by the defenseman for St. Anthony, Monteleone. Instead, it's fired up the boards by Monteleone. Right onto the stick of DeAndrea. Tries to drag it around, but staying step for step with DeAndrea there was Riley Perales. .56 left, first period, already 1-0 Friars. That goal coming just 20 seconds into the period for Camastro. Giacoppi steps in to take the draw for the Friars. Moved back onto the stick of Giacoppi by Aspromonte. Now back to the point for a shot. Does not get through off the stick of Becker. And away come the Lions. Try to get it up to Hamas. That time was Lamacchia. Push to the middle. Giacoppi shot deflects wide off the stick of Neidhart. Down low it goes. Reversed now, Neidhart. Tries to clear the zone. Holding in on the blue line, though, was Becker. Right back down low it goes. To be played on further by O'Sullivan. Up the far side, held in by the Friars. And still held in there. Great play by Becker. Becker to the front of the net. Goes wide off the stick of Aspromonte. Back to the point. Fanning on the first attempt. Now getting it through, and a one-time shot would not go. Another try. They score. 2-0 Friars. Early here, first period. That one off the bar. No goal. And then ripping it home from the left point was Giacoppi. Number 26. And it's quickly 2-0 in favor of St. A's. And that's 33. They're going to say that was 33, not 26. 33. I thought it was 26, but I could be wrong. Becker, they're crediting with the goal, and for Liam Becker, his 9th of the year in as many games played. Puck was still briefly in the Friars zone, but they'll quickly reset. Skating up with it now, Gasparek. Into the zone, Gasparek. Streaking to the net was Morabito. Gasparek still has it. Comes out from behind the net. On the near boards. Plays it down low. Morabito lets it go for Chero. Chero now Schlicht with the puck. Comes back to the point where it's held in by Cummings. Sends it cross corner. Getting a piece of that puck was Morabito. Still in the zone for the moment. Now it comes out. Schlicht will go back to get it. Dylan Schlicht. Good moves through center. Schlicht into the zone. Dropping it back. Pulled along. Nice move. Gasparek. Gasparek couldn't get a shot away. Well defended there by Cipriani. Moved along the near side. A lot of players coming together along that near wall. Another check delivered, stepping up from the point position to keep it alive, Cummings. And now Schlicht takes it back. Schlicht moves in, fakes the shot, then he fires, save made, or went wide, and then it's sticked away by Nocerino off the carom off the boards. Still, the ice tilted. Trying to work it free now on the stick of Ventura. Ventura gets shouldered off by Pape, and now we'll try the far side, and once again, it's not out of the zone. And now finally the puck will come out, and on goal, and I can finally declare the St. Anthony netminder, Elko, who makes the stop. Pass up the far wall, intercepted. Here come Longwood, going down to the ice, taking the shot there was Lorenzo. And now back come the Friars. DeAndrea pushing it along the near wall. Back to the point. Thrown on goal by Camastro. And now regathered on the far blue line by Monteleone. There's a shot, a save made by Nocerino. Monteleone. Good pass for Camastro, but Camastro couldn't get by the stick of Cipriani. DeAndrea across, intercepted and cleared by Riley Perales. That'll go all the way down and become an icing against Longwood. 9:47 to go, first period. The Friars lead by 2. If you like what you're listening to, you just can't get enough of the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Make no mistake, more coverage, tons of stuff available at LI Sports Network on Instagram. Here's a chance that just goes wide. Great opportunity for Welter. Comes to the near side. Neidhart trying to push it up the near wall. Again, a good pinching effort made by the Friars. This time Monteleone comes away with it. This time it's taken away and skated free by Melendez. Melendez has it poked off his stick, however, by Camastro. Pushed back into the Friars' end. And a turnover chance. Longwood backhand shot save Elko. Rebound stopped by Elko. And the first real opportunities of the game for Longwood are shut down by the Friar netminder. And it's a great effort to create the chance by Duet. Preston Duet with a couple of jabs at it after the initial try wouldn't go. And Elko, despite not seeing much action, well prepared to make those couple of great saves. Fired all the way back out of the zone. That'll go for an icing against Longwood with 8:49 to go in the first. Aspromonte picks up an assist on the now corrected Giacopi goal. That's what I thought. See, I said 26. 12th of the year for Giacopi. That's who steps in to take the face-off, wins it back to Becker. Becker shot through traffic, wouldn't go. Aspromonte for Giacopi. Giacopi tries to bulldoze his way to the front of the net. Gets shut down, comes back to the near point, and comes out of the zone by virtue of Hamas. Back to get it. Griffith. That's Gracie Griffith. And now moving up the near wall, Giacopi. Lamacchia taking it away briefly. Poked back in by Giacopi, but now sent the length of the ice. No icing, however. Becker will scoop it up. Played for Morabito. Good pass ahead, Aspromonte. With a streaking Ferrara. Gets it to Ferrara. No, just past him. Cooper Ferrara spinning out of trouble. Now a secondary Longwood defense comes over and clears the puck out. Taking right back along through the neutral zone. Gasparik into the offensive zone and a good stick. Takes it away by Paralis. Jumping on the puck now, Chero. Sends it down the far wall. Chero keeps things moving down low. Now Schlicht back to the point. Gasparik lets one go through traffic and coming out to the top of the crease to shut down the angle was Nocerino. Good stop by the Longwood netminder. 7:03 left here in the first. Outside of those chances from Duet, not much to report for Longwood offensively. And here's another stop by Nocerino off the faceoff. The pressure has certainly been applied by the Friars in the Longwood zone. Face-off again, won by the Friars. Schlicht backhands one for Chero. Grieve Chero. Back to the point. Shot from Cummings. Save. Rebound. Sprawling. Nocerino. Schlicht a shot. A great left pad save by Nocerino. Wrapped around the wall. Morabito. Gets over there, but past her. And out of the zone. Friars reset. Gasparic gets around Zano. Goes up the far wall. Pape off the bench. Tries to put it right back in. And Schlicht, joined by Gasparic, gets poked away from the both of them. And scooped up along that far blue. To be played on further by the Longwood Lions. Perales. Yeah. Cipriani can't get it out. Perales will give it a try. Went off of Schlicht. Gets it back to the point. Gasparic moves in. Shoots! Got blocked by the stick of Cipriani. Pape out to the blue line for Gasparic. Good job to keep that in. Gasparic in, shot, save made Nocerino, rebound. Back to the point, still not out. Another stick save made by Nocerino. Fired across, Gasparic. Cuts in, drag, shoots over the net. Held in at the near blue by Pape. Fired back along by DeAndrea. Now Nocerino tries to put an end to this sequence. Comes out, stops it, and it's cleared out of the zone by the Lions. Monteleone right back in. Takes the shot blocker save, Nocerino. Taken back in the neutral zone by Jake DeAndrea. Fans on it. Camastro will backhand it along. Taken back by the Lions. They'll try to set something up here. Went off a Longwood stick, no icing. Sent across by Monteleone. And chipped into the neutral zone for DeAndrea. Joined by Pape. DeAndrea. Good defensive play made by O'Sullivan. Broke it up. Pape. Sends in. O'Sullivan got there first, but the captain DeAndrea falling down on the puck. Trying to take it away, and it's sent off the far wall and out. Race to the puck. And to get there first, stabbing at it was Elko. It's put in the net. Longwood score. What a hustle effort. Gets the Lions on the board. Orenzo never gave up on it. Forced the play by Elko after he won the race. Tracked the puck and backhanded it into the net. And that'll give Longwood some life. In a period they spent the majority of so far in their own zone, it's a one-goal game. Orenzo tried to leave it for O'Sullivan. Giacoppi shoves down O'Sullivan. Rolls around to the far wall. That's where it's sent in by Neidhart. And no icing here. Scooped up behind the net. Played on further by Becker. Becker chipping it ahead for Ferrara. Becker backing up Ferrara. Now Ferrara ahead, out of the reach of Aspromonte. Sent right back along, right onto the stick of Liam Becker. Becker weaving his way through. Circles back. Try to bank it back to the point. He banked it a bit too hard, split the D. Back out of the zone it goes. Griffith ahead for Ferrara. Giacoppi there as well. Griffith gets there first, chips it down the near wall. Initially fanned on. Trying to clear it out was Neidhart. Rolls back around to be played on by Aspromonte, who chips it along. Griffith chipping in from the point. Back down low. Now Becker out in front, back door. Oh, how did it not go in? Mark Serena, are you kidding me? It's a great setup. Becker, backdoor play to Aspromonte. He's got it. And Mark Serena, are you kidding me? Fabulous post-to-post stop. Full desperation save. 2-1 remains the score. You can bet we'll see that one again on last night's best. Don't know what last night's best is? Well, you're not following LI Sports Network on Instagram, or you're doing a bad job of it. Posting nightly recaps of the Suffolk County High School Hockey League games, as well as other leagues can be found. There's a shot denied by Serino again, this time on Gasparic. Tons of other great things can be found at LI Sports Network. Aztec photos, plenty of awesome photos from across the leagues we cover, across the teams we cover. Going down to Jacksonville for nationals in about a week. AAU Division I, Division II nationals, that is. Chipped up the boards. Gasparic, great job to keep in. And initially helped out by Chero. Now it's fired all the way down. Will be an icing against the Lions. With a $1:35 to go in the first period. Orenzo, third goal of the season, makes it 2-1 in favor of the Friars. Face off, picked up in the corner by Welter. Pushed out in front. Chance for Muller. Pad save made. No Serino. Ventura couldn't get out. Rolls around to the near side. Cipriani trying to get it for Nolfo. And now comes out of the zone. Quick reset. Back comes Camastro. Camastro opened the scoring for the Friars. Pushed out in front, and that shot from Welter going off the stick of Perales. Now out of the zone, all the way down. Believe it should be an icing. I thought the Friar defenseman pinching in got something of the puck. At least they try to play it, and they'll usually wave it off if that happens. But nevertheless, icing against Longwood with about 50 seconds to go in the first period. Longwood come into the game 4-11. Trying to get their 5th win of the year. If they could get it, they could potentially still have a chance. They'd have to win out. And as long as the math says you have a chance, you have a chance. Another icing against Longwood. The face-off to the right of Nocerino. Fired out of the zone by the Lions. And another hustle play here from Orenzo. Put some pressure on Becker. But he's able to get it up the near wall to Giacoppi now. Final 18 seconds and counting. Ferrara back to the point. Griffith there to keep in. Griffith again now for Ferrara. Down the far wall. Pushed out in front. No one home on the back door. And Griffith. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. 2-1 St. Anthony lead. It would have been 2-0. If not for the goal from Orenzo. 2-1 after 1. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. I'm Ryan Brownigan, and I'll be back for the second right after this. Welcome back to the Rinks and Oppog side of tonight's freshman division matchup between St. Anthony and Longwood. As a rip from Griffith that gets blocked out in front. Potential fast break chance for Longwood, but to no success. Fired back along the wall by Cipriani. Somehow held in there by Becker. And Becker will chip it down low. Morabito to Chero. Up top, Griffith. Keeps it moving around the wall. Perales gets there. Right to the blue line where it's cut off and held in by Becker. Becker avoiding a Renzo to get it over to Morabito. And Morabito will spin it around the boards to be played on further by Chero. Chero try to squeeze that one over to Schlicht. Comes out of the zone. Pushed right back in. Schlicht first on it. Schlicht to the backhand. Schlicht again to the backhand. Scores! What a goal, Dylan Schlicht, number 19 of the season. It's 3-1 Friars. I mean, this is a beautiful goal. Watch the move to get around Perales. And if you saw him go to the backhand, there he goes to one more time. Get it by Nocerino. Three, 1 Friars. Can the Lions respond? Lamacchia will try to initiate that response. However, it's played away from him and onto the stick of the speeding up the far wall. That is Cummings. Just barely held at the blue line by Muller. Muller walks in, takes the shot, and scores! What a shot from Muller! And it's 4-1 in favor of the Friars. Schlicht from Becker, and now we see Nick Muller getting on the board. And Muller, that's his 5th goal of the season, showcasing the depth of this Friar bunch. Lamacchia off the draw. It is 4-1 St. A's. As they maneuver into the zone, Gasparic taking it away from Hamas, spinning it up the boards. Welter there as well for St. Anthony. And now Gasparic, 3-on-1 over the blue line. Gasparic backhanded by DeAndrea. Not the best pass there from Gasparic to set up his teammate. Nevertheless, they're in the zone. There's the shot. It's gloved by Nocerino. Will hang on to it with 12:39 to go here in the second period. St. Anthony striking quickly in the second and scoring just 18 seconds apart. Face off control. There's a shot through traffic. They score! Camastro might have his second of the game. 5-1 for the Friars. Did this deflect? Let's take a look. I don't think so. And you see Ferrara point back at Camastro. I would gather to say that's your goal. However, it's given to Ferrara, number 4. From Camastro. See if they change that. I didn't see it, Tim. Definitely changed direction, though. I believe it went off the glove, the lower part of the glove of Nocerino. But nevertheless, 5-1 for the Friars. Here comes Pape. Almost had a good pass across to Ferrara, who will stab it back on. Sticked away by Nocerino. Up the far wall. Pinching in is Monteleone. Ferrara dodging a hit from Cipriani. And now Pape bumps into Cipriani, sends it around the wall. Getting there first for Longwood was Gnolfo. It's held in by Ferrara, who collapses down, but will play it from his knees. If they're offsides, they touched up. Pape circling around looking for the stretch pass. Instead, it'll go all the way down on goal. Stopped by Elko. And Elko try to spring forward the Friars along the far wall. Though the pass initially wouldn't connect, in comes Giacoppi. Try to go between his legs, and Cipriani just says, I'll take the body, as you should. Didn't help, he stepped on the puck. Here comes Lorenzo. That's the only goal of the game for the Lions. Shot and a blocker save made by Elko. Ventura for Cipriani. Down low, Ventura. Backhands one out in front, connected, but no shot got through. Gnalfo. And now backhanding it out of the zone. Monteleone, and here come the Friars with numbers, 2-on-1. Giacoppi to Ferrara again, just a hair too far for Cooper Ferrara to reel it in. Along the point, walking in, shot from Monteleone, denied. Gracie Griffith, one-timer Giacoppi stopped by Nocerino as it went off of the blocker and behind the net. Here's Chero. Chero goes around the net, off the side of the net, and Cipriani will chip it along the near wall. Away come Longwood. Sent in by Ventura. Gracie Griffith to track the puck and spring it ahead to Becker. Nice move, Becker. Becker, stick handling through traffic. Still trying to get the puck, has his stick lifted, and finally comes to the near wall. Cipriani couldn't clear. Becker dodging a hit there from Neidhart. Becker back on it. Becker around the net to the blue line is Griffith. So send a pass over to Schlicht. Schlicht, nice move to get around Cipriani. Centering feed. The poke check of Nocerino stopped it. And then a drive from Chero goes wide. And doing everything he can to try to clear there was Lorenzo, but no success. Here's Griffith walking down. Shoots, save made with the left pad by Nocerino. Will quickly shuttle across and try to break up a wraparound attempt. None came. And a penalty upcoming. Looks like the official signaled cross-check. And skating over to the box is Brandon Neidhart. So 5-1 game. We'll see the Friars on the power play. The Friars, their first power play chance, and that puck deflects up and into the netting. Face off to the left of the Longwood netminder Nocerino is fired out of the zone, but knocked down by Gasparic, who sends it across. Muller taps it along. Getting over there to try to help out was Welter, and here is Gasparic over the blue line, getting it to DeAndrea. DeAndrea with the shot and a glove save made by Nocerino. Chipped down and along to the far side by Thomas, held in at the blue line nicely there by Cummings. Here's Gasparic getting around Hamas to the backhand, forehand, dragging, backhand, tons of moves, but no shot came from Gasparic. And now it's fired down the length of the ice by the Lions, by Virtue. Of O'Sullivan. Took a minute. Cipriani backhands it along the far wall. Played it out in front. Muller had a chance. So did DeAndrea. Bit more of a flyby there from DeAndrea. And banking it to center, Lamacchia. Spinning it along the far wall, Welter. Trying to get it over to Cummings. Try the near side. Cross ice pass. Couldn't get, not received by DeAndrea now moving in. Couple of nice moves from O'Sullivan. Now Lamacchia. 10 seconds to go in the power play for the Friars. Pape. Cross ice pass. Knocking it down, Welter. Nice play by Welter to bank it to himself. Welter moves in. Shot blocked. Off the stick of Cipriani. Out in front. Save Nocerino. Rebound. Deflects to the far corner. Giacoppi pass out in front. Knocked away from. Now back to the point. Here is Aspromonte pushing one out in front. The stick of Nocerino got in the way. Now pushed by Fredrickson ahead. However, the Lions player got knocked down. Another collision. Nudged along by Monteleone. Gets a return pass from Aspromonte. Monteleone behind the net. Calling for it, Pape. He'll get it. Walk in, shot, deflection save, rebound stop by Nocerino. Still loose. We play on, Aspromonte. Down low. Receiving a couple of checks and now giving his own, Monteleone. It was O'Sullivan dishing them out. And O'Sullivan will fire it to the glass, to Pape. His shot goes off the stick of Gnolfo. Lamacchia. Try to backhand it out, intercepted Pape. Set it across, nobody was there back door. Camastro from the point. Shot got deflected. Monteleone had a go at it, and now Lamacchia emerging with the puck. Potential 2-on-1, really a 1-on-1. Lamacchia shot! Goes over the net. Good idea though from Lamacchia there. First real shot toward Elko in quite some time for the Lions. That puck will end up in the Friar bench with 4:55 to go in the second period. 5-1. St. Anthony leading Longwood. Puck sent across by Monteleone, picked up off the wall by Schlicht. Schlicht to Morabito. Morabito the shot, save, rebound! Nocerino stopped it too. Good chances coming from Adriana Morabito. And Mark Serino stood tall. First one got deflected, I believe, and then second one. Testing his agility and ability to reset it nicely. There's another good save from Nocerino. Here's Chero, poked away by Nocerino. He's also awfully good with that stick. Zeno is trying to cheat past the defense. The pass, though, didn't have enough air under it. Sent back to the far side where it's picked up by Becker. And now we'll have a whistle. I believe a penalty to be called. Riley Perales appears to be in disbelief. But Neidhart will go off, as well as Joseph Cummings. No, it's Chero. I believe it's Chero. We'll get official word on all the penalties once the live feed updates. As it stands, coincidental minors, no power play for either side coming out of it. Face off won by Longwood. They'll try to bank it off the glass and out. Instead, it's intercepted by Becker at the line. Becker trying to spin away from 3 incoming Lions. Is able to get it down low to Muller. Muller pushing it along that near wall. Now far wall. 2 near wall. Welter. Little move. Now we'll drop it for Griffith. Griffith down the wall. Brings it around the net, looking for options instead. Finds Muller. Muller trying to sort his way through the Longwood defense. Now Welter again. Moves in. Welter, the shot saved Nocerino. Rebound. Unable to backhand that one home was Muller, as that net front play is shut down and thrown the length of the ice. Faceoff coming back down to the right of the Longwood netminder. Or pardon me, it'll be the left now. DeAndrea trying to win the faceoff forward. However, Melendez had other ideas, but could not get the puck out. Here's Lorenzo, avoiding the incoming hit from Welter. Pokes it out to the neutral zone. Friars touch up, but Becker wasn't going to take any chances, so he'll circle back. And that'll find its way onto the stick of Welter. Now Muller pushes through the Longwood defense into the corner. Here's Griffith trying to chip it down low for Welter. And it's picked up and skated to the neutral zone by Perales. 2-on-2 with Duep, at least at the moment. And Becker will remove Perales of the puck. He'll shoot a pass out, hoping for DeAndrea. Perales back there. Tries to chip it away from DeAndrea. Two come together. Here come the Friars. Poked off the stick of Welter. Now here's Gasparik. Nice drag. Gasparik shot. Save made. Nocerino. Rebound over the net from Cummings. And that's nudged out of the zone all the way down. Regathering is Cummings. 5-1. The lead for St. A's. O'Sullivan try to work it along. Instead, it comes out. Cipriani pushes it right back along for Gasparik. Nice outlet pass. Pape. Pape around Cipriani, but could not get around Lorenzo. Now skating it out the other way for the Lions, Melendez, but a good poke check from Gasparik shuts down that chance. And Duet pushes it into the Friars' end of the ice. As we're under a minute to go in the second period. Things have slowed down in the second period. 5-1 Friar lead. There was a potential break-in chance for Aspromonte. He fell down and then gets shoved down by Lamacchia. Aspromonte knocked it down along the wall, takes the shot. And it's stopped by Nocerino. 40 seconds to go, second period. 5-1 Friar lead. They've scored 3 unanswered after Longwood made it 2-1. All of those goals coming in the second period, and all the early stages of the second. Traffic shot got blocked, came off the stick of Camastro. Pushed back, hoping for Monteleone. And now Camastro holds in, pushes one down low. Cipriani and Chero collide. Comes back to Monteleone, who has to figure out something to do with it, and he decides bringing it in offside was the best move. So a whistle there. Face just outside the Longwood end. Cipriani pushes it out. Monteleone over for Camastro. The pass intercepted, and we're done with 30 minutes of play. St. Anthony 5, Longwood 1. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Brian Browning. And I'll be back for the third right after this. Here we go. Welcome back. Third period on its way. Set to begin. The Friars a commanding 4-goal lead going into the final 15. Poised, it looks, to get their 12th win of the season. It'll put them back into 4th place after briefly getting passed by ESM, who won their match in the game before here on the north side. That final 9-0 over Pat Med. Here's Muller. He's got a goal in the game. Sends it into the zone. Muller trying to cut to the front and ultimately gets shoved down by Neidhart. Neidhart gave him perhaps an extra shove. Officials let it go. Dumped in. It is still Elko out there for the Friars. I saw perhaps some moving around in between periods. Thought we might see Frank Cadis for the third, but it is still Elko. DeAndrea trying to get it through center. Now he's helped out by Welter. Welter 1-on-5. Nice move, Welter. Welter, the shot shut down by the blocker of Nocerino. And then the stick of Nocerino blocks the pass to the front of the net. Unable to hold in Monteleone. Shoots it ahead, moving in. Muller the try and a right pad stop from Nocerino. Keeps it 5-1. He's been a huge difference maker in this game for the Longwood, keeping it close. Had that one post-to-post stop. I wonder if this is the one. We'll show you another time. We're back to play. Puck in the neutral zone. Becker across. Picked up Aspromonte. Aspromonte. Puck went away from him as he went to take the shot. Still got one toward the goal and was sticked away by Nocerino. And backhanded to center by the only Longwood player with a goal in the game, Lorenzo. Down the wall, Giacoppi. Got a backhand one in front, shut down by Cipriani. After the Friars scored their 5th goal, they've had some chances. A chance here, and that one just goes wide from Giacoppi coming out in front of the net from behind it. As I was about to say, they've had their chances. Nocerino has been excellent. They've also done a good job, really, of keeping the Friars mostly somewhat to the outside. Definitely not giving up many rush chances. Turnover in the neutral zone. Cipriani tries to bank it ahead. Griffith cut it off. Her pass briefly taken away by Duop. Ferrara emerging and then taken away from behind. A good defensive recovery by Longwood and Melendez. Sharp angle try thrown toward the net. Nocerino thought he had it. It was removed from his possession and thrown into the far corner. And thrown back into the neutral zone by the Lions, where it's cut off by Gasparic, who sends it right back in. Nocerino came out to stop, got by his stick. Giacoppi along the near wall takes it away, but could not get it by O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan to the line, not out. Held in this time by Cummings. Cummings still in his feet, backhands it down low. Schlicht cuts to the middle, and Schlicht is cut off by Cipriani. Now along the far wall, trying to drag it on through is Gasparic. It's still behind the net with Gasparic. Melendez all over him. Now comes to O'Sullivan. Fires out, held in once more. Toward the goal, went off the glove of Cipriani and deflects wide. Chero, again, this is a good example of what I was talking about. A lot of this outside shot stuff. Not really allowing the Friars to cut to the middle. But of course, as soon as I say that, I'm sure they'll do that. Just that. Instead, it's along the side of the net and frozen by Nocerino. Let some clock come out. We've got 10:56 to go in the third frame. Camastro, the only Friar with more than 1 point tonight. Trying to keep it in as best he can is Schlicht, and he does an excellent job of doing that. Walks in, pass across. Cooper Ferrara had a great shot at it, just missed. Pardon me, that was Chero. And there's a drive from Gasparic that gets shut down by Nocerino. Nocerino throws out the blocker, and now Lamacchia will take it away and move his way through center. He is able to maintain possession after the poke check from Gasparic. But ultimately comes on the stick of Chero. And out come the Friars. Schlicht 3-on-2 over the blue line. With Morabito going to the net. Schlicht, nice move. Schlicht takes the shot and scores! What a goal, Dylan Schlicht! Showcasing the filthy mitts as he makes it 6-1 for St. Anne's. There's one good move, and they get 2-on-1. Not much for Neidhart to do, but wow. Put him in a phone booth and he'll do the same. 6-1 St. Anthony. Dylan Schlicht showing why he is the leading scorer for St. Anne's. Second of the night. And Schlicht's 20th of the season. My wrists would be so sore if I could try anything. Like, there's another goal. Muller's second of the game. And it's 7-1 St. Anne's. Muller along the wall. I mentioned they're not letting him get to the middle that well. They don't really get him in that far, but maybe that's what Nocerino would want back. Low shot from Muller gets through and into the net. 7-1 St. Anthony starting to run away with it. Chero picks up an assist on the Schlicht goal. Muller, that's his second of the game. Muller firing across, was hoping to get it over to DeAndre on the other side. Instead, the Lions take it back. But responsibly getting back on defense is Camastro. Zeno over there for the Lions. Good give and go. Here comes Camastro. I thought he should have 2 goals in the game. Instead, it's a goal and assist. Puts one across out in front. And getting over was Nocerino, and he also will collect the Fandon shot. Stops it underneath the glove. 9:14 to go, third period. Friars on top by 6. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Face off to the right of Nocerino. Muller has 6 goals now in the season, 10 points. Monteleone across to Camastro. Tries to backhand one back for Monteleone. Instead, here's Gnalfo. And Gnalfo had Zeno streaking. Ventura on the intercept in the neutral zone. Plays it into the Friar zone, but not much in the way of sustained pressure. Maybe they could get some here. Ventura going down hard was Gnalfo. Ventura out in front, save, rebound available. Gnalfo has his stick lifted. On a good defensive play by Becker. And now Ferrara from Aspromonte. Here comes Cooper Ferrara. And Arenzo takes it away from Ferrara. Tries to step into Cooper Ferrara. Instead, it comes around. Gnalfo trying his best to get this puck out. It will not. And now it does. Skated into the neutral zone by Ventura. Ventura backhands in. 8-12 and counting. Third period, 7-1 Friar lead. Ventura banked along those far boards by Becker. And now here comes Giacopi. Into the zone, 2-on-1 possible. Shot, Giacopi, save, rebound, stopped by Nocerino. And how about that pair of saves from the Longwood Tendy? It's a good job to just barely stay onside by the Friars. Shot from Giacopi, fought off by Nocerino, and he knows exactly where that puck's going. And he gets over there to give nothing to shoot at. Great pair of saves from Nocerino. Face-off won back by the Friars. Becker down the wall. Now to the near wall. Stick battle involving O'Sullivan and Griffith. Pape going to the net. Here's Morabito. Backhanding one towards the front. And O'Sullivan will backhand it down the ice. And we'll have icing waved off. Duep and Becker. In the near corner, Becker. Playing it away from Duep. Picked up by Schlicht. Ahead for Pape. Pape. Try to backhand it to himself. Now Schlicht has it back. Dylan Schlicht. Oh, he was thinking Michigan. Just rolled off his stick. Banks it back to Becker. Becker, a slap shot from the point goes wide. Pape in the corner. 6:55 to go. Pape. Too far for Becker. But Becker will pick it up off the bounce off the wall. Schlicht's looking for a backdoor deflection. Doesn't get one. Griffith. Blocked by Duep. And punched out of the zone by the Longwood forward. O'Sullivan will get there first, anticipating no icing. All he's able to do, though, is backhand it across to the other side. Nice move here by Becker. Becker moves in. Caught from behind by Melendez, but Melendez goes down, gives the puck right back. Becker moves in. Now puts it on the stick of Cummings. Cummings' long shot sticked away by Nocerino. And that's fired the length of the ice by the Lions. 6:02 to go, third period, 7-1, Longwood. Trailing by 6 to the Friars. Face off to the right of their goaltender, Nocerino. It's been another dominant performance for St. Anthony. Their varsity team, Suffolk County champions, defeating the Bulls in a really a shocking 9-4 decisive game that they won at the varsity level. They'll go on to play Belmore Merrick April 6th. And the Northwell Ice Center, of course, Belmore Merrick, victors of the New York Islanders High School Hockey League. And this is where really the first steps towards potential championship are made. It's at the freshman level. There's no developmental level teams for St. Anthony. Gasparic to the front of the net. DeAndrea fanning on the shot was Welter. Out come the Lions. And it comes out of play into the Friar bench. Ryan Fredrickson. Last to touch it. .450 left on the clock. We'll drop it at center. Giacopi and Lamacchia, and here comes Ferrara. Ferrara sends in. Nocerino sending it around. Wrapping it right back along the boards, Aspromonte, and then Giacopi runs into Cipriani. Cipriani tried to shove Giacopi back, but instead puck sent back to the blue line, glanced off the post, off the stick of Gasparic. Down and around it goes, up top now for Gasparic from Ferrara. And return pass to Ferrara. Pass deflects off Lamacchia's stick, picked up by Giacopi. Right back to Gasparic, who walks in. Gasparic dissects through the defense, and a great glove save made by Nocerino. Under 4 to play. Face off back to the point. Camastro Taken back by the Lions, but not quite out of the zone. Back comes Schlicht. Schlicht, a shot over the net. Jarrah. Banked out of the zone by Longwood. Trying to keep it in was Monteleone, so no icing. Dylan Schlicht with 3:25 to play. Count. Schlicht. Through the neutral zone, picking up speed into the O zone. And caught from behind. Pape has it. Couldn't get a shot through, and Ventura will spin one out of the zone. Comes on goal for Elko to play it over. Banks into the Longwood end. No Sereno. Out to stop and backhand around for Neidhart. Neidhart battling away at it with Pape. Pass comes. Camastro one-time shot. Doesn't get through to No Sereno. And is fired out of the zone. Puck dying moments before it hit the red line. The goal line, I should say. No icing. 2:30 to go. Pass a bit too far for Schlicht. Here's Perales. Taken away by Schlicht. Just to wait to get onside of the backhand and rolls off the end of his stick. Lions clear. Final 2:05. Monteleone. Pass ahead for Chero. DeAndrea taps in. And due to the batting motion, no icing from Camastro. DeAndrea spins it up the boards, too far for Muller, but Muller will get to it. Muller, another goal, he's got a hat trick. Passes across, and somehow DeAndrea doesn't bury it. If No Sereno got a piece of that with the stick, what an incredible goal. And now we'll see a penalty, the final minute 28. And DeAndrea will go, no, that's not Welter will go off. Had a bit of a dyslexic moment there, thinking 37 was 73. It's Ryan Welter. The penalty for roughing. Minute 28. Longwood a chance to get another. Face-off won by the Friars. And here comes Becker. Nice move, Becker. Becker on the backhand. Stopped by No Sereno. And Ventura fires it around. Duet, too far for him. Blocks it in the neutral zone. Right on to Muller. Muller. And now back to Griffith. Griffith pass to Becker. Becker trying to get around the stick of Cipriani. Does. Backhanded wide. Off the feed from Becker was DeAndrea. Final 45. Down low it goes. DeAndrea. And Becker. Circling. Becker. Now Muller to Becker. And there's the stick of No Sereno. Final 25. A dominant, prominent victory for the St. Anthony Friars. They might have only scored 7. They've scored more in other games, but that really just speaks to how well No Sereno played. There was really no worry of Longwood scoring maybe more than their one goal they did score, and that was still in a, there was not much zone time associated with that goal. A couple of good stops from Elko back in the first, and that'll do it. Friars, a no-doubter, 7-1 over Longwood. Improved to 12-3 on the season, while Longwood dropped to 4-12. Their playoff hopes are either slim or they are none after tonight. 7-1, your final. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LA Sports Network. From our cameraman, John Malizia, I'm Ryan Browning. Until next time, have a good night.